welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. And as you can tell by the title of this video, I am doing the review on the L'Oreal True Match foundation. I know I'm a bit late to this foundation. I know it's been out for a while. It's not the newest foundation at the moment, but I have heard some great things about it and I just wanted to try it out since I do use the Hydrate one by Revolution. I've heard mixed things about whether this is a full matte, whether this is a semi-matte. I think I did hear that in some way it's not a completely drying foundation. I might be wrong, some people might think it is, but that's why I'm going to test it out today. I'm just going to start off by saying I have a little bit of dry skin. It's not really dry, so I can get away with some mattes. But I especially get dry around my nose and around the T-zone. So I get dry in that area around there. So that is why I tend to stick to not drying matte foundations. I stick to more a semi-matte or something. So that is why. And I've already primed my face. I haven't used my hydrating one. I haven't used my new e.l.f. one. I've gone back to using my basic collection primer that I just put that all over my face, and I have also moisturised my face as well with moisturiser. I'm going to do one side with a brush and one side with a beauty blender today, and I prefer using a beauty blender. It's just been my preference for a long time. I have always enjoyed using a beauty blender and I rarely ever use a brush. I used to use a brush when I first started doing makeup, and ever since the last 2 or 3 years I've just used a beauty blender, or this is a Real Techniques one. But I'm excited to give this a go. It says it's meant to last all day. I will put the claims somewhere on the screen, and then I'll also put the skin tone kind of range on here because this has got 40 shades and I got C1, 1R/C1, got in Rose Ivory. So C1 is more cooler tone, so anyone has pink to blue or red tone skin. The W, I'll put it all on the screen, but the W is for warm, and the neutral is for if you have mixture, if you have slightly of a grey undertone. I'm going to do the brush side on this side, and then I'll do the beauty blender side on this side. And I like that it has a pump first and foremost. I much prefer a pump because you know how much product you're actually putting on. I'm just going to apply a generous pump on the foundation brush. Okay, first impression is it is slightly liquidy, so it makes it easier to spread on. I'm just going to kind of try not to get it in your hair like I just did. I'm just going to apply some light little dots, and then I probably put too much on. Yeah, like I said, I got the colour C1. So this might be slightly too dark for me, or slightly too pink. I should have gone with the first shade, I think, but we'll see. It is actually a really nice coverage. I'll probably just turn the brightness down a little bit on my camera in a bit so you can actually see how it looks in a bit more not so bright lighting. But I haven't got my lights on or anything, it's just natural lighting. It is a little bit on the pink side. I should have probably gone with the first one because that was slightly pink toned as well. But oh well, we'll just work with this one. I can see a little tiny bits of streaks where it has been brushed, but now I'm just going to go ahead and do the beauty blender side, and then I will turn the brightness down so you guys can see it more. make sure I get my neck. Really easy to blend out, really easy. And I'm sensing, I don't really know if this is going to oxidise on me. If it does, I'll have to get the mix-in foundation till I finish this foundation and then pick up like a light shade. I actually think that this is like, even though it says light coverage, I actually prefer the Beauty Blender side because it's smoothed it more out and it's actually gave me more coverage. So you could build this up to like a medium coverage. So that is the foundation on. I'm just going to turn down the brightness a little bit so you guys can see the full effect. Here's what my skin looks like. As you see, this is the brush side. And then this is the Beauty Blender side. I have to say, I like this side a lot better. But then I have smoothed this side over with the Beauty Blender as well. I should have probably got the lightest one because I don't know how well the camera's picking that up. It might be picking it up a faint line, but it is a tad bit too. It's looking a tad bit yellowy orange down here, or maybe even a bit too pink. I guess I could put some of my Revolution with it as well to like help balance out the colour. I mean, it's not the worst colour in the world. It looks really, on this side especially, it looks really like dewy. I don't know if this side just has to dry because I did this side last. For the most part, and how it's actually sitting on my skin, it's actually nice. There is a little tiny bit of flaking here on my nose. That is the only issue. All it is just the tip of my nose so far. That's it. It's hard because normally with foundation I do, however, get that on nearly every single one. My Revolution Hydrating one doesn't really do it too bad. This one's not doing it too bad at the minute. It's just this little tip here. It's just a little bit flaky, but what can I do? Like, that happens with every foundation, so I'm not going to blame that on the foundation. It is 11:21 at the moment. If I come back here on about 3:30, 4ish, I'm probably going to come back between roughly around about 3:30 to 4, and we'll see how much of it is worn, and we'll see how much of it, if it oxidises any more on me throughout the day. So just thought I'd jump on and add in what it looks like with my makeup on, because I feel like it looks a little different now. I put, well actually I've got it here. Because it was oxidising a little bit, like I said in the previous one, I actually used my Revolution Hydrate Concealer in the shade 0.5, and this underneath my eye, I put it underneath my eyes in a triangle, put a bit down my nose, a bit on my forehead, and then a bit on my lip and chin, just to brighten the centre parts up, and then I just put bronzer around the outside. But I feel like this, and then I also did put a little bit on my neck because it just wasn't working. Because I've got the foundation in this, and it is the right match for my skin anyway, I have still got a bit of that left. So what I'm going to try tomorrow is, I'll try this off camera, but I'm going to mix a pump in of that to see if that lightens it anymore and see if that helps, so I don't need to get the lighter shade. When I finish the foundation, I am going to purchase the lighter shade, but I actually don't think that with all my makeup on and with the dark lip and with all of it on, it actually doesn't look that bad. When I have taken some pictures, I will insert them over now at the end of the video. So it is now 4 o'clock and I am back with the final check-in, and that is 6 hours, so roughly around about 6 hours, about this foundation. Now, there's good and bad points about it. The pros are that I love the finish. I love how you only have to use one pump, and you basically can, or 1.5 pumps, and you basically have a nice thin layer on your face. So it feels really lightweight and it doesn't feel like I'm wearing any foundation. So that's the second point. The third point is you can build it. I think I can build it up to a medium and full. I can build it up to there if I wanted to, but because one layer has suited me fine for today, and other times I can build it up. And the fourth thing is that I love that makeup sits on top of it nicely. The other pro is that for me it's not absolutely going to dry out my face, and it doesn't feel like it's dried out my face at all. So, and then the cons, the only con is, which is totally my fault, is get the right shade. But yeah, I got in C1 Rose Ivory, and again, that was totally my fault. I picked the shade range. I should have gone with the lightest one. I should have gone with my first instinct of getting that one, but I got this one. And I can't really say anything bad at the moment. I mean, I haven't really checked it or looked at it. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, I know that I'll zoom you in a minute, but now that I've just looked at it, around my nose where I said earlier, when my nose was a bit dry, it honestly, it doesn't seem to, it seems to have like gone, because earlier when I first applied it, I had a little bit of a dry patch here, or like where I always get it, but it doesn't look like it's done that. And it honestly looks like, it's obviously just, as I've worn it, it's obviously sunk into my skin better. Yeah, like around my nose area where I normally get a little bit of dryness, I can't see it now, so it must have just sunk in when it dried down. But yeah, so overall, my actual whole of my face, it looks pretty dewy, and it's a semi-matte, I'd call it. So I really hope that you guys can see. I know this is not the best kind of lighting, it's a bit dark, but this was the brush side. And then this was the Beauty Blender side. And then my forehead, my nose, and my chin. It honestly looks really good. And from what I can see in the camera, it doesn't look like it's separated, it doesn't look like it's worn away much. This is after 6 hours, and it looks like it's really sunken into my skin. This was just with one like layer. Honestly, I'm really happy with it, and my makeup, like I said in the before clip, my makeup obviously sits on it still really nicely. But yeah, so far it hasn't really done anything around my nose or around here, so I'm really happy with that, and it's been on 6 hours. So that is my testing the L'Oreal True Match foundation out. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I really hope that it made you realise that even though I have dry skin, it hasn't seemed to separate, it hasn't seemed to cling to any of my dry patch. Like I said, my nose, that is a dry point for me, but it's actually gotten better, like I said, over time. Apart from the shade and apart from, it's just a shade really. Apart from that, I mean, I can't fault this foundation. It is a really good foundation. Like, I'm really impressed. Like, I give this a 10. A 10 out of 10. Please let me know if you want me to do any more makeup reviews or foundation testing videos. I'd be happy to do it. I really want to do a testing video on the Maybelline Fit Me and another foundation, but I want to do the Fit Me one first. So let me know if you want to see the I test out the Maybelline Fit Me one, and I'd be happy to do that. If you do, just leave me a comment. And yeah, I really hope again you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys!